NASA getting prepared for another mission to Mars at the Kennedy Space Center on Florida's Space Coast. SNN Local News weekend anchor John Hill is at KSC with the latest.
On November 18th, NASA will launch the MAVEN spacecraft. It's being made ready in a clean room at the Kennedy Space Center for the next mission to Mars. MAVEN is short for Martian Atmosphere and Volatile Evolution. NASA invited a group of journalists into the clean room to see firsthand the preparations underway for the MAVEN spacecraft. In order to get into the room, we had to dress up. The spacecraft has an engine that will maneuver it safely to the red planet, where it will go into an elliptical orbit, coming as close as 77 miles above the surface and reaching outward 3,900 miles. Instruments on the spacecraft are to help scientists learn why Mars lost its atmosphere. Could it happen here on Earth as well?
On Mars, we think that we lost the atmosphere because the planet wasn't protected from the solar wind by a magnetic field. Earth has a magnetic field, and that protects it. But we're seeing the same physical processes operating at Mars that are operating at the Earth, just under different conditions.
The actual launch of the Atlas V rocket carrying the MAVEN spacecraft will be just over that tree line at the Canaveral Air Station. The cost of the MAVEN spacecraft is $485 million. The Atlas V launch rocket will cost $187 million for a total of $672 million. At the Kennedy Space Center, John Hill, SNN Local News.
Well, MAVEN is scheduled to arrive in orbit around Mars in September of next year. Also in 2014, we'll see the first test flight of the Orion space capsule. And we should start to hear more about the Space Launch System in 2017 to carry astronauts to the moon and then on to Mars in just 20 years.